Welcome to News Breakdown. In today's episode, we'll be taking a look at projects Google has taken part in or companies that they have acquired along the way, however, only for Google to drop the project. We all know how big and powerful Google is, and as a tech company, and that sometimes the big and the powerful do fail. This is why in this episode we'll be looking at 5 projects that Google was once involved with and failed. So let's get started. The first on the list will be Google Lively. Google Lively was a web-based virtual environment produced by Google Inc. Google Lively is one of the most interesting examples of the right idea, wrong implementation, precisely because nobody's ever heard of it. Google Lively allowed users to create avatars to interact in a 3-dimensional environment that combined recognizable chat dynamics with Minecraft-style architecture and creation of spaces. While the experience itself was reportedly frustrating due to server glitches and lags, the idea was fairly solid. Google finally put an end to Lively in December 2008 after only launching in July of the same year. Next on the list is Google Ads. Whilst Google was on its monetize the internet quest, Google tried to enter the non-internet based advertising industry. It is said that at the time of exploring this avenue, Google was undergoing pressure to show some revenue to its investors. Google attempted to expand its brand into the print and radio advertising industries. With its astounding user information and product purchase metrics, Google could do for offline concerns what they did and continue to do for online advertisers: bring potential customer information to the people that needed it at the time. However, the metrics Google uses to perfectly identify the right market for ad placements online just didn't translate to the offline world. Tracking the success of Google ad placements proved difficult, and both radio and print executives were reluctant to turn over their advertising systems to Google's methods. In turn, Google canned the project. Next on the list is a company called Dodgeball. Google acquired Dodgeball back in 2005, and this is the same year they acquired probably their most successful acquisition ever, which is Android. Dodgeball was a location-specific social networking site. So what happened to Dodgeball? Well, nothing. For 2 years and nothing happened. This is until the founder of Dodgeball left Google in frustration and founded Foursquare. So of course, in relation to Foursquare, you know the rest is history. It is said one of the major reasons he left was that Google was not prepared at the time to invest heavily on the hardware that would have moved Dodgeball to the next level. Next on the list is a company called Jaiku. Google acquired the microblogging site Jaiku in October 2007, but by January 2009 it was clear that Twitter was the official winner of the short post race. A social network is only as powerful as the users themselves on the platform, and Twitter was already well on its way by the time Google tried to play catch-up. The divorce between Google and Jaiku is surrounded by rumours of internal bad blood, but either way, this finishing port so named because the microblogging aspect makes its messages look like haiku. In 2011, Google announced that it was shutting down Jaiku for good, effective of January 15, 2012. And finally on the list is Google Notebook. While Google Docs has become the go-to shared document service, Google had previously attempted to create something much more simple in the form of Google Notebook. The idea was to provide an alternative to services such as Evernote, which is one of the most popular shared document services available online. The development of Notebook had problems. At the time it was called buggy and it never really integrated into the Google world. The result was just a less fun version of the social bookmarking sites like Delitio.us, which privileged the social aspect of the concept into its own activity. So what do you guys think? Which of these 5 projects do you think Google really messed up on? And if you are listening to this episode via the podcast, please do hit the subscribe button on whichever platform you use to listen to podcasts. If you're watching the video on YouTube, please do hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching News Breakdown.